All right, we are live. What's going on, Positive Trenders? Let me get this organized here. See if I can get a link to this. Okay. I can totally see you now. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do is, let me just get a link here. Can I do can I make it private? How do I? Because the link there, I think I would want to make it private. Hold on. Let me see if it gives me a separate link if I go private. Okay. How do you get in? Alright, let me see. Hold on one second. And test it with my phone here. Hey, how's it going? Just trying to figure this out. Trying to do a private session here. Hmm. Live chat, spam, comments. Hmm. Let me see what that looks like there. Okay, I think it's unlisted. Let me see. Sure. One second. Bless you. So I don't know if I make it unlisted or what the case is here. If I go unlisted. Because private, I think you have to have an account or a path, which is fine, we can do that, but I don't want anybody who's not a member, or who's a member not be able to get in, right? So, let me see. We'll do this here. So if I go there and look, home. Okay, I'm not showing it live there. So let's see. I guess it's okay. So I'm going to go live. Hold on one second. So home. Let's type this in. YouTube.com. See. Bubblehead. Live. So if I do that, Okay, so that's not working. Hmm. It's kind of weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me see. Server URL. If I go unlisted, I mean, we are live, so that is good. But how do I give this to anybody? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to copy this on there. Live dashboard. Oh, wait. Stop. There. If I go click there, hold on. There. Let's see, so if I click that. Okay. Oh, it doesn't pop up automatically, so that's cool. Wait, no, I didn't want to do that again. Where did it say share? It said that a second ago. So share, only you can share. Live control room, let me click on that, see what that looks like. Okay. No, that's fine. No. Where did I see that though? I saw something like share, only you can share. So what does that mean? Okay, basic info. Unlisted. Quick. Private. Okay, let me save that. If I make it private, I can do that. Okay, and then share. Let me try to share it with mine. Let's try that. So I'll share with myself. Okay. So if I get that. Does that mean that only someone can share? Changes pending. Will it send that it's live? Okay. So if I share this video. Okay. So what does that mean? Do I get a notification? Okay. Train live at the open. Copy link address. I'll see if that works here. You had to sign in. Okay, well that's weird. Alright, so that didn't work. So let's try this. A little bit tricky. So let's make it unlisted. Save changes. But if I did this, private, save changes. Okay, but if I clicked here on that, then it should be okay, right? Okay, but if I clicked here on that, then it should be okay, right? Okay, but if I clicked here on that, okay. To do a private live stream. Alright, so that email has been sent out. So let's see if that works, hopefully. Okay. Alright, and let's see. See if anybody's tuning in here. Okay. Alright, I think we are live here. Let me see. Alright, so this, if I click on that. Alright, I think we are live here. Let me see. Yep, should be okay. Alright, anybody here? Let's see. Get that live there. It looks like, I believe this is the right stream. So let's see. So that's been shared with hundreds of people. So hopefully we'll get some folks tuning in. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Hello, hello, hello. Did the share go out? Let me see. Stream. Her. What'd I get? What was that? I'm trying to get this figured out here, guys. Let's see. Hmm. I might just have to make it public. Alright, I'll just make it public here. Nobody's getting in. So let me make this public. Okay, we should be public now. Let me see. Let me try that. Let's see if that works. Let me see. Not enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, let me see. 1 second. Alright, I'm just going to go live normal, and then try that. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to close this stream out, and I'm going to go live, because I'm not getting anyone in here. So I'm broadcast. We are live. What's going on? I'll just go live and not make it a public announcement on Twitter. So youtube.com, see Bubblehead live. Let's do that. Whew. Okay, so that link is out. Just making it public for now. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Well, let's see. So we are live. Hope everybody is having a good morning. Let's take a look here. What's going on? All right. So here's Amazon. Let me just make sure everybody's getting tuned in. Welcome, Jesse. Good to see you, man. It's going to be a great trading day today. So let's just keep it cool and all that stuff. So see how it goes. I tried. I don't know if you came in through the private request or through the public. I just decided to just make it public through the private Twitter, and then I'll figure out over the weekend how to actually do these in the future. It seemed like it would be easy. Like you just make it private and then just tweet out a private link. So morning, Michael. Good to see you, man. Paul, what's up? Good to see you. It's early out there. Steve, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. So yeah, so we're just sorry guys. I was trying to make it private, and then I don't know. You'd think it would just give you a private link to send out, and then instead, I don't know. You have to send this email, and I don't know if the emails go out and if the links work and all that stuff. So hey, Elaine, good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Paul, what's going on? Good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. So let's take a look at the what the market's doing this morning. So Amazon. We'll just take a look at our what we're looking at. So Amazon was a 60 anchor yesterday, right? That means that the last bar of the day, right, was an inside bar, right? And so what we like, from the book, The Secret to Trading the Open, is we prefer it to open within the range, which is really rare with big moving stocks, and then try to break out of the range. That's the ideal, and then it gets more complicated after that. So if we gap down, which we are, right, we can either look to fade that gap, back into the 60 anchor range, but it could also, plop and drop or gap and go, whatever the case is. So we're kind of analyzing that right here. So what we'll do is today, thanks to Investaholic, we've added the ADX tool, which is really, really helpful for looking for the. I have to back test it on the 60 anchors, but it's working really great on the 15 orbs just for confirmation. And so why not? Why not have a tool that helps? It's fun trading price action, but if you can get a little bit of an edge on it too, that's great. So right now, Amazon on the 60 anchor is gapping down, right? It looks like it's open the 1890 area. So with the ADX, right, what we do is we merge, we put the DI plus, DI minus, and the ADX in there. And so let me see. What I wanted to do is kind of just show how to do that. And so let me pop up a window here. I'm going to edit studies. I'm going to go studies, edit studies, and then I'll let me show that. One second. So we'll go source, window, and then we'll go edit studies. Okay, so there's the edit studies, right? And then I'll pull up, see what I have. Actually, I don't have to pull anything up because it's all default. So, so here you'll see all I've done is I've added the DI plus, the DI minus, and the ADX into the lower bar, all in one thing, right? You can pop them out if you wanted to. Some folks are like, oh no, it's in it's in a different bar. They're not all together. Well, it's just because they didn't pop up in the same bar, right? So you can move them around. You can pop that up, pop that up, whatever the case is. So it should all go in there. So your ADX, I just made like a green, dotted line, and then the DI plus, just to show bullishness, I made that green, and DI minus bearishness, I made that red. Okay, so that's that. Let me remove that window from our view here. Okay, all right, cool. And so from there, right? Yeah, Paul, the ADX is awesome. Yeah, let's do it, Dylan. Awesome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right, so basically here, right? So the ADX, right? If the green DI plus is over DI minus, right? We're looking for buying opportunities, right? But it has to have some momentum, right? And so the ADX line tells you which momentum the direction is going to go, right? So right now, ADX is over, right? And probably because of the dip and and the bounce, the DI plus is over the DI minus. So this is bullish, right, for the open. But right now it's just kind of sluggish, right? So it's just kind of chopping around and all that stuff. So it is possible this could be a gap fade this morning. Once this ADX breaks the 20% line. So I don't particularly like trading the price action on the 3-minute chart. I think it gets a little too complicated. You have to be like super ninja skills. And so from there we'll just go back. Basically once we see that this crosses over the 20% line, we could go back and look at trading maybe like a lotto or something like that. Based on where we are in the hourly. So 1890 actually it's gapping right down to the cloud. So if anything, Amazon is looking like it could do a nice reversal this morning. So that would be fun. Okay, so we got that. The 15 orbs, basically we're going to look at all the earnings stuff that we've seen, and then we'll draw the orb after the first 15 minutes. So we'll check that out. Let's see, so hold on. Yeah, so if we had the 15 orb, that would be your first 15 orb yesterday on Amazon. And so we'll look at that on these. So let's take a look. So what Baidu is doing. So Baidu that doesn't look good, does it? It's just going down and keeps going up. Look at this. So see here, the DI minus is above the DI plus, right? So that's looking for short opportunities, and the momentum to the downside is huge, right? So at this point, you know, unless this thing shoots like back over, right? That's why we wait for the 15 orb. We let everything kind of sort itself out in the open, and then we look for price action on the a little bit longer term time frames. Like I'll look at the 5-minute time frame or the 15. Like an inside 15 break that corresponds to this ADX, I think would be pretty powerful. So that's good. So that's Baidu. Let's look at IQ. So this gap down today is supposedly all on just China news. Apparently the media over there is taking more of a negative, aggressive stance on that. So IQ is actually looking really interesting, right? Because the even though it's obviously gap down huge, right? It's not showing that type of trending momentum, right? So right now it's below the 20%, which means it could get explosive one way or another, right? So we'll watch that and see after the 15 orb, right? So right now the minus is over the plus, so technically it's bearish, but we don't want to do it because we're still under the 20% range, right? It's not giving us that pop that we're looking for, so or breakdown that we're looking for yet. So that's IQ. And what else do we have on our 15 orb list? Morning, Andrew. Good to see you, man. Jay, what's up? Jeff, good morning. And yep, good. So let me see. So we got IQ. What else? We had John Deere. I think this one got. Okay, yeah. Glad we didn't swing through that, huh? That's pretty nasty. So that's down like almost 10 points there. So we'll see on that. Again, interestingly enough, even with this down move, the DI plus is over the DI minus, right? So so this actually could give us a nice reversal. How are their earnings anyway? It looks like they missed. So, but we'll see on a reversal. Oh, and how could I forget the big one of the day, the fun one of the day, is going to be Nvidia. And what is that doing? It is perfect. Like I said, this is one where I traded an Iron Condor on it when I first was learning about Iron Condors, and I made like $800 like the next morning. I was like, oh, Iron Condors are awesome. Then you win a few, and then when you finally lose on an Iron Condor, you lose all the stuff you won. So it's really tough and really risky. I mean, the idea is selling the premium before. Let's see. So Paul, what's going on? Yeah. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate your support. Spent the day reading the newsletter and watching this Just Views. Thank you so much, Paul. Really appreciate it. Yep. It's just gonna keep getting better as we get more input and all that stuff. So it's fun, and it's my pleasure to help and teach what I've learned. So that's the case. So right now, Nvidia. Obviously it's it's not really gapping down that much, but right now it's looking pretty negative, right? The DI minus is over the DI plus, right? And then our ADX is below 20%. So we'll look and see. We'll track this on the 15-minute orb too, just to see if that can give us a direction. So yeah, I'm trying to make it so I can do like these like any live trading sessions. La Machine Polonaise, what's going on? What's up, Positive Trenders? So what I'm trying to do is if I do like an actual trading session, I want to make that for just newsletter subscribers. Right? I used to do that kind of live on YouTube, but I figure we get so involved in very specific topics within the Twitter feed and in the nightly videos that I think it just makes sense to only make this available to subscribers. Of course the live streams every night on the Bubblehead channel that's just fun for everybody. So this should be pretty cool. So we'll look and we'll trade live, and I'll still post it on Twitter, especially if somebody can't make it and everything. So yeah, hold on one second. I'm just getting a few DMs here. Wow, we're getting really close to the open hour. I wanted to start at 9, and I was trying to figure out how to do that, make it private. I need to research that. I'll try to figure that out a little bit more this weekend to make it just so only without having a Gmail account that you can access. But this seems to be okay. But once people get wind of it, I'll have like 500 people in here. It's like it's only for subscribers. So yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me just send a couple DMs here. And live. There we go. Cool. All right. So we have a request. Hold on. Where is it? Yep. Hold on 1 second. YouTube.com. See. Bubblehead live. Okay, I need to copy that link so I don't have to type it every time. Let's see. So that's that. Oh. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Hold on 1 second. It's Sorry guys, gotta make sure everybody gets it. So I'm just gonna tweet this link out one more time, so everybody knows. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. So, oh good, hey Merritt, how's it going? Yeah, sorry, yeah, so it just, I was just trying to figure out how to make it private, and then I was sending out links, and then it was just weird, and it's you'd think that YouTube would just give you like a private shareable link that you can send to anybody. So like you don't have to have like a Gmail account. And I think it does it straight through. You have to have like a YouTube account, which I get that they want YouTube subscribers or YouTube members and all that stuff. But anyway, so we're a couple minutes towards the bell. Just watch your ears. I think I've got the headset on, so I think the opening bell is going to ring through Thinkorswim, right? So we'll be able to see that. Let me get logged into my other stuff here, and let's see, and just see how we do. So here's a video. Like I said. Okay, so far negative. We'll watch the 15 orb on that. I mean, I don't jump into anything right at the open, right? It's just there's no sense in doing it. That's why we do the 15 orb. It gives us, a framework to trade within. I just think it's too risky. I mean, a lot of people do, right at the open, but they use like hotkeys, and it's really hard to do with options, right? They're just like boom, boom, boom. They make a quick, 10, 20 cents, and then boom, 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 they're out, right? That's one trading technique. It's too fast for me, right? I need at least a little bit of a construct to work within, and may have to go to computer. Yes. Sorry guys, I get lots of DMs and stuff. Some folks are trying to get in, and it's tough sometimes with YouTube, especially if you have a mobile app too. Sometimes it doesn't go live really well. What's up, Uzi? What's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, so we've just been looking. So we're basically just looking at the if there's an entry on entry, we'll still tweet. Okay, so we'll probably get the bell here in a little bit, in a few seconds. Yeah, in 15 seconds the bell's about to ring. So that's the thing, is you just don't want to, panic into the bell. I don't trade like that. I don't trade like, with hotkeys or anything. With options, you just have to be very precise, right? You have to look for your right levels and all that stuff, and kind of see what's going on. So, triple loud there. Okay, so you might get, if I place an order, you might hear like a voice activation in the background or something like that. Wow, huge volume on NVIDIA right there. Look at that, it's going right down. See, so some traders will have their hotkeys, so right at the open, they'll just hit short, 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 short. Then it kind of pauses there for a second, right? Then it reverses. They're like, oh no, cover, 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 right? So that they try to max out like that. So that's why you see all this nonsense like right here at the beginning. And algos do it too, and so it just gives a lot of. I think it's overall pretty bearish. Let me pull up the Spark chart here. One sec. Okay, I'm showing like a little bit of a reversal now, but let's see how those values look. Okay, so Amazon obviously was a kind of pushed down and then reversed, but right now you can see here the ADX still isn't over that 20% line, so no sense in trying to push it, right? So it's actually holding resistance here. This blue line is the macro pitchfork level here. So see, we're right on that fib arc. Okay, so we just have to use caution, right, at that. So we'll keep watching. Obviously, we've got 15 minutes until the orbs come out and all that stuff. So we'll see. Good. What's going on, Joseph? Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thanks to all new subscribers. Thanks for everybody. So we're just kind of just analyzing the market here. I mean, there's a couple, 15 orbs we're going to look at. We're going to look at NVIDIA. We're looking at the 60 anchor Amazon. Let's take a look at SPX just to see how our wonderful SPX is doing. Big gap down. So let me go to the 5-minute chart, which is the one I like to trade price action on. Today is the 17th, and my goodness, I did not. Yesterday was golf night, so I tweeted out all the levels, but I didn't update my chart. So I'm going to have to do this. If you guys don't mind, I'll just fill it right here. Give me 1 second. This way we can all see it together. We don't have to do anything. If anybody sees, what I'll do is I'll put an alert on Amazon. And if it starts really getting close, Tesla's breaking down. It's got an alert on that. That was on the short radar. Just so you know, FYI. All right, see, it's coded so it goes yellow if it goes inside. What I'll do is if we start getting close, if we can can get over 1900, it might push. An alert there. This is the prior day's high, so I have to edit all this stuff. If my so I'm going to save this at R2. All right, that should move it, right? Okay, there it goes. And then R3. Did I not? Oh, I did. I forgot. They're on the Google Drive. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. All right, so we go to Google Drive. Up. Get these levels back in. I was just repeating the one from the day before. That's what happens. TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. So, all right, let's get this. Let's see if that works. Nope. Should be updated. $68.07. Her? Alright, I'm just going to ignore it. I'm going to drop it right now, so I have to edit my stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just remove some of this, and I'm going to clear the drawing. Let's just go clear. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to load the thing script with all the floor pivots. That S1 level on the 5, it is actually starting to look bullish. It looks like we're getting a nice reversal. So this could be traded right on the SPX. We could trade a break of this hammer to the upside. But the ticks are still firing negative, which is weird. So I'm going to say no to going long there. Amazon, let's see how it's doing. Looks like it tried a couple times, but right now, just look at that, push back down. I mean, this is why we wait 15 minutes for anything to happen, really. So, so this should be interesting. It's still got to get through this cloud here on the 5-minute chart. Let's see how it's looking on ADX. See how it's kind of the DI plus is now kind of screaming down, right? We just definitely want to stay away from that. But in the meantime, let's take a look at NVIDIA. See what kind of range it's put in. Let's go to 15. And see, look at that huge range, craziness, right? Lots of decisions going on in there. So we now kind of have some orb levels, right? Obviously, we've got 6 more minutes to see where that goes. But yeah, let's see. So we just tune in here. Awesome. All right, let's just Javier, what's going on? Good to see you. Andrew, Roku's looking strong. Good. CMG literally making the same move it has the past days. Yeah, that is possible. Vegan Donut, what's going on? My pleasure. Joseph, BA is green. Cool. X is looking good. So it actually is probably tradable. It's almost making a measured move right here over this 356 level. We'll get an upgrade. Eventually, I'm going to upgrade. Sorry. Just had to sign out of another system. Okay, so here's the calls, right? So right now they're about 450. Whoa, they're up to $5 now. And we have the low of the day is 222. So to me, that's a lot of risk. It's a $3 risk on this. You know, and I get it. We're filling the gap and all that stuff, but I don't want to risk, you know, $3 on an option trade, right? So I mean, unless it's like super duper powerful, right? And I would wait till it gets back in the anchor range at that point. So okay, so I mean, it is looking constructive. So let's go back to our orbs. We're starting to close one. Let's go to Baidu, see how that looks. See if any ranges. So Baidu is looking extremely weak, right? Tagged 130, the keyhole number right there. So we'll see if that holds. IQ, huge range on IQ. This is probably where I could probably already say that this orb is going to finish one way or the other. So we'll check that out in a little bit. So there's that. Baidu. We'll go. Let's go John Deere. All right, John Deere's got a big range too. See that? So it's really hard to trade in those ranges. That's why we have the orb. Okay, so we'll put that there. What else? Boeing. Okay, so it's starting to look interesting. I'm just gonna put it there. I mean, it might pop through it, but very big bullish bar. You also have to be really careful with big bars like this too, and it might even go higher. But I mean, there's a lot of shorts on this, so so if it does squeeze, it could push. But we look at that, and then I'll say, dear. What else we got? What else were we looking at today? And of course, Nvidia. Wow, epic reversal on Nvidia. So we'll at least put the bottom orb in there, and then we'll see. Let's see how it looks on the 3-minute chart. If I put the orb right here, it might pop through it. But let's see. So there we are. So it's done. It's gone bullish, right? So here you can see where the ADX popped over the 20% line, and the DI plus was over, right? That happened about this range. Like I said, it was possible to go long here. That gets a little funky, right? Because it popped and then came back in, right? So it wasn't, perfect, but so far this is looking really like it's in a bullish trend. So so it could get some movement today. It's only up $2 on the date too, so we'll see how that does. Let's go back to Amazon and look at our anchor. We could probably 15 orbit too, just because it's look at that. See, aren't you glad we didn't go long there? So all right, that's why we like to wait 15 minutes. So let's put a level here, and to see how it's looking on the ADX. So far, so good. It might give us a good entry. Oh, this is key time frame. I'll just draw it right here because we know that's the top of the orb. Ah! What happened? Okay, so we get this. Let's put that right there. That's the orb top. That's the orb bottom. Okay, so at this point, right, what we can do is, it's all right, the first 15 minutes are up. So we've got our orb levels, and we just kind of scan through those. So let's go back to Baidu. AMD red to green. Oh, sorry, Bruce. I apologize. Hey, what's going on, Kim? Good to see you from Palm Springs. Yeah, I don't know why when I go live it's not like super loud, but maybe volume. Just crank the volume up, Bruce. Leon, what's going on? Thank you. AMD red to green. Nice. So here's Baidu. Let's put those levels in here too. Okay. So that's looking really interesting. Let's go back to the 3-minute orb here. Okay. So the only reason I wouldn't go long or short on this one right now is because your DI plus is over your DI minus, right? So at this point, I'm not ready to short it yet. If anything, I might look for like an inside bar here and then a reversal trade, right? Because there might be a tweet out later today that like trade news is going to go great, right? So let's go back to Amazon and see how it's doing. It's starting to get back up to that 1900 level. Okay, so I'm liking this. Right? I'm liking this inside bar right here on the 15. Let's go to the 3. Okay, so it is still bullish, right? ADX is over 20, DI plus is over DI minus. So so that could give us a nice break to the upside on Amazon. What else we got? Let's look at SPX. See what it's been up to. Okay, it's still got a little gap to fill here on the 15. We'll pull back there on the 3, so it's a little sketchy right here. I mean, DI plus is over DI minus, but they're not. There's not a big gap between them. And let's just look at our levels, see how that's going. Definitely might try. I mean, so a break at the high of the day could work for SPX. And there's your 15 orb right there. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see if it breaks out of those levels. What else? Back to Amazon. Amazon's over 1900 now, so it might be worth a shot. What we can do is you can do a stop instead of doing the full stop through it. I'd like this 15-minute bar to close though. I really don't want to trade a break of this right now. See, because what happens is you get these things run out of steam, right? And so. One second, let me check, make sure the stream is healthy. Okay, good. See, what happens is these things can run out of steam when they get these big moves. within the orb. Something like we saw that with Apple the other day, right? It had this thing, came all the way down, and then it came all the way back up again, and it starts to run out of steam a little bit. So if you try to catch that with FOMO, that's one of the reasons. Then the bears walk all over it. They can see it's weak, and then they push or press, and then it comes down. So we'll see. It's actually looking like a tweezer top right now, but we'll see. You keep on getting these big green bars on that. What else? How's IQ looking? And this is really, I should be a little more effective with these, right? Because look at that. See, it tried to get through that 15 orb top and came right off of it. So let's see how that's looking on the 3-minute chart. So right now it's looking bullish, so I'm not going to mess with it yet. But I will put an alert like maybe here, just to be like orb watch, so I don't take my eyes off of it. And then Baidu. The ES is coming up, right? It's already come up 7 points from that reversal point. So right now Baidu is starting to look positive, right? So the DI plus is over the DI minus, right? ADX is up. So we can look and see what we get. So right here we do have an inside 15. So we'll see if we can break that to the upside. If we do, we might get a push all the way up to 133 or something like that. So of course it looks like it is breaking down a little bit, but I'll say orb reversal for that. Okay, and then let's go back to Amazon. It's probably already at 2,000. Just kidding. See, it came back in again on Amazon. So it's just kind of hanging out there. So we'll look. I'm going to put an alert there. Or break. And all right, Bruce. Cool. Good sound. That's awesome. Experience and thoughts. Yeah. What's Microsoft up to? And yeah, sorry, Andrew and Experience. We need to look at. Let's take a look at Roku. How that's done at the open so far. Wow, nice catch, Andrew, if you got that. I know you've been on top of this thing. So that gave you a 15 orb to the upside for real, and super bullish too. So if you caught that, congratulations, very nice. I'm not ready to go long in it here, but if you caught that first break, that was good for 72 cents. So very nice. And then let's take a look at Microsoft, see how it's behaving today. I think we're probably going to finish green today. I mean, we've had a pretty good reversal so far. Yeah, Microsoft, big move too. Looks like it came off of it right there. Today, you could probably look at the 30 orb on Microsoft, right? So it did have that news that came out, I think like yesterday or the other day. So you can still do it 2 days after. What else? What else are we looking at? How's Apple? Apple's down. Amazon. Let's look at Amazon. So this is the fun of being a trader. Just looking for patterns and setups. Not panicking, being cool. Let's go back to NVIDIA. That's our friend, right? That should be the big one today. Okay, so this is good. So NVIDIA, I'll put an alert. I'll put an alert here. But I like how it's putting in an inside 15 bar. 15 orb up. And it's Friday too, guys, so just be careful of theta and all that stuff. So give me 1 second. Let me just tune into my stuff here. Woo. Oh, gotta. Give me a second, guys. I gotta send out an email real quick. So yeah, so I'm kind of thinking about doing, something like this once we get, more subscribers and, I'm able to dedicate, more live time to trading. I want to do something. I don't know if we can do it like in a Discord or like in a Twitch or something like that, or just through YouTube. I want to, get a good place where we can all kind of get together and kind of look at the market and see what's going on, and just make it, only for subscribers and all that stuff. So I don't know, I'm working on stuff like that. But let me send this email out real quick. Uzi, you like Discord? Nice, Bruce. Yeah, you got to turn the volume up, Bo. Just kidding. So, the monthlies expire today. Is that right? Is today monthly expiration day? Are we 3 weeks in? Could be. Yeah, I guess they do. Let me see. Trade. Yeah, today are the monthlies. So it's monthly weeklies today. So just be careful. Watch your positions, right? So make sure you don't get assigned anything over the weekend. That's never fun. So don't be afraid to trade next week's options if you see a good setup. We did that like a couple weeks ago, didn't we? When on Amazon, which worked really well. Let me just send one more email. Look at that! Wow, reverse right back down. Look at that. That's why we don't. That's why we wait. Look at that. So I mean, it pushed. What was it down? It started like down 23. Then it went up to like 14. Now it's back down to 20. This is not good. This is not good. If you're long. Let's see. So let's go to. So that I like that. I like these reverses. Now what this is doing is showing like, hey, maybe Nvidia will reverse back to the downside, or Baidu maybe will break down, or IQ or something like that. So let's go here. Here. One second. I'll send this email out here. Cool. There. Sorry guys, I get lots of emails. Let's see, inboxes. Thank you again to all new subscribers too. Really appreciate all subscribers, but thanks for all the new folks for joining in today. You guys are great. Lots of support and respect. Okay, so SPX, wow, not looking good either, right? Kind of off of those levels. Let's see how that looks with our levels. Okay. All right, so here's our levels. Again, sorry I didn't have that pulled up today. I was golfing yesterday, so I just tweeted the levels out and never updated my graph. But here we go. So yeah, so it's holding this S1 right now. So a breakdown under S1 would be a little bit bleh, right? So what we could do is we could go to the SPY. SPXY, no, it's just SPY, and see what that's doing. It gives us lots of good pre-market data, and technically you can use this, right? It's not. I mean, some people say they're misfires, but that's real. Somebody got caught up there, and that's not good. So that's a new price level. That's using pre-market, and it actually fits really nicely with these trend lines here. So we'll use that for now. So right now the SPY is under S1. And under the cloud. So I'm not going to do anything yet, but if it retests this cloud and looks weak, yeah, that might be a good reversal opportunity. How's Amazon doing? Looks like it's back under. Looks like it puked a little bit. Oh, see, aren't you glad we didn't go along there? That's why we wait. That's why we wait. So that's that helps. So so right now, guys, the DI minus is over DI plus, right? So ADX is still over 20. So if it did break down below these lows again, it could get ugly. Just really kind of messy this morning with everything. Let's see. Yeah. It's odd. Let me see. So here. Maybe I had the wrong levels? I don't know. That's the last time I do it from a different computer. Give me one sec. SPX. Daily. No. Alright, so yeah, I guess I had the wrong levels yesterday. Alright, so 28, 55, 80, low, 80, high, 28, 92, 15, close, 26.32, 32. Oh, I'm still streaming. Open, 28, 55, 80. Okay, so those are levels there. Alright, good. So let's see that. So right now there's not much going on. If anybody sees anything, compelling, let's see what we got. So it shook you out, but you got back in, still in. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you did well there. Yeah, it was Amazon's breaking down. Bill, Eric, Baidu's breaking down too. Okay, good. OTLK, LOL. Hey, IS, how's it going? Yeah, we're just kind of checking it all out here this morning. So, so Netflix is looking interesting. I mean, sorry, Nvidia is looking interesting here. So, we're still holding on to this level. But this is an inside 15 orb, right? Inside 15 bar within the 15 orb. So we could get a break on that. Futures are starting to look a little bit, okay. You're still okay here on your ADX. So we could get a reversal pop here through the 15 orb. So we'll see how that goes. Right now it's showing a tweezer top, so we don't want to do anything just yet. Baidu, let's see what that did. It looks like it's still over 130. Oh yeah, look at pop to the downside. That's Baidu is just tough to trade. So look, it came right back into the orb range right there. So I just didn't like it short. Bill, just because using this ADX kind of methodology here until well, I guess it did get pretty weak here. So the DI plus came over the DI minus. So that was possible. So I just want to see some more price action within that range. Baidu is tough to trade. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got a couple DMs here. Let me see. Let's see. Paul, I got another DM here on AMD. So someone's saying it's hot. Let's see. Yeah, look at that orb right there. Wowie. See, those type of orbs there, like I feel like they run out of steam. Right, so we'll see how that handles some of these levels. Let's see. Yeah, 8650. Let's see. So Roku. Wow, it did. Well, it certainly tested it. What is that? 85? Oh, it was 8550. Yeah. So look at that bar right there. That 15 orb right there. Just 80. Look, nice, perfect bar, right? $1.50 off of that. So that would have been a nice trade off of that orb. So I totally missed it, and I saw you mention it earlier. It just wasn't on the watches. Okay, so I'm showing Nvidia with a potential orb up here. So I just got an alert. So I'm going to pull that up. Let's see what the price action looks like. Okay, so we have the inside bar here, right? So we might trade this, or I might trade it, right? So let's go here. Let's confirm that it's looking good. Okay, yeah, still good on the ADX. So I like this too because it gave a push. It's almost putting in a wave pattern here, right? Like 1, 2, and might give us a wave 3 to the upside on the orb break. So this will be a scalp trade if we do it, and then we'll see. So that would be a good one. So definitely watch this. Amazon is at 1893, so no sense in messing with that right now. Of course, I type that in for some reason. Okay. Yeah, video's looking good. I'm gonna tweet it out in the public stream just so everybody knows. Now, how I trade it, they have to be members. Right? Right. Okay, so let's say. Nvidia. With inside 15. Okay, good. Let's see. Try just YouTube. Sorry. .com. Let's see. Bubba head live. Computer. I had trouble making private. 1 second. Yeah, I mean, this is, we're not fully professional yet, right, with all this stuff. So eventually we'll have a really cool system, where we can show charts and do videos and all that stuff and live stream or however it is. So eventually we'll get there. So, but nice, Andrew, good job on that. Richard, what's going on? Thoughts on AMAT? Thanks for bringing that up. Was that the earnings were today, right, or last night? Yeah, so this is looking pretty good too, Richard. I don't trade AMAT much, so it had the earnings were, I guess, okay. But here's your orb. Basically your orb level right there, and then here. Okay, so let's see how it's looking on the 3-minute time frame. So right now, Richard, I wouldn't do anything until this ADX, which is this dotted green line, gets over 20. Right, that'll be a confirmation of momentum. Right, that helps with these breaks. Just is really key. So I mean, I might try to push here, but you know, I would wait until this gets over 20 because it could push and then pull back and then go. So let's look at the options on that. Yeah, these look actually tradable. So I don't really trade any of that, but that looks pretty good. So nice spreads, good volume, good price ranges and all that stuff. So we'll keep an eye on that. So if you see that go over. If this pops over the 20 mark, then it could be a good continuation move. Let's go back to NVIDIA. All right, came off of it a little bit, so all good. 1, 2, 1, 2. It could be a wave 3 of 3, right? As long as this bar doesn't get below this bar, right, then this could be a wave, you know, kind of wave count. So I know Paul will love this. You know, 1, 2, and we could be doing a subwave 1, right? 2, and then if we go 3 to get us out, maybe subwave 4 like retests like the orb top, and then we explode, right? So that would be pretty cool. And then too, guys, remember we can always go to the hourly chart too intraday, right? So just don't forget about that. The hourly chart works great intraday, right? Especially on, you know, when you're looking for lottos, and NVIDIA is good with that. So the hourly chart, you know, we look for inside 60s. We look for it to go over the VWAP. You know, here's your VWAP right here, which is this purple line, right? So so we look at that and then combine that with your ADX on your 3-minute chart. You can look for good breakouts there intraday too. So if I see those intraday as well, I'll tweet those out. And obviously, if I take a trade of any sort, I'll do that. And then, so yeah, so it's kind of a morning, kind of choppy and all that stuff. You'd think you'd have an epic reversal because the news in China really was like, okay, they're upset. Like, I don't know how it can make the market gap down so much, but eventually it will probably give us something. Okay, so let's say. Oh, nice! Somebody. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, I do a tweet out here. Gotta do my tweet business. Why am I not seeing that right? Cheese trading. No? Yeah. Sorry guys, 1 sec. Don't let me miss anything. Yeah, I just got a tweet that Cheese Trading traded the 15 orb on pins and did really well. So that was on the radar. So let's see. Yep, there you go. There's your 15 orb on that one. So yeah, they had earnings too, and really kind of stunk it. Sorry, there's just so much stuff to look at this morning. But trading these options it's all good. So here, nice push there, 27.11. All the way up to 27.86. So probably a little tough on options, but if you've got common shares on that one, that's a nice move. 1,000 shares, 27,000, all the way up to 27,800. It's a nice $800 trade right there off of that. So, so that's some good stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot about Uber. Goodness, so much stuff. I wouldn't live, It's like Walmart's recovered well. Cool, Paul. Awesome. That's a 30 orb for today. So let's see how that looks. Yeah. So just keep an eye on that. So this could break out later. Let's see how it looks on the ADX. Yep, still relatively positive. What else? So we got that. ACB, Experience and Thoughts, ACB. Oh, that was an alert that I missed. Baidu. What's Baidu? Baidu might be playing here. Let's see. So Baidu. Really? That's it? What? I had an alert go off on that? Really? Okay. But it is looking positive. It looks like it does want to reverse here. So it's trying. And this is one you could actually attempt. So here it's sort of like a lotto. So you just, all we would do is we'd go to the, let's say we could get through the orb level. Let's say 134, 135, right? So here we can look at, let's say the 135s are only 23 cents. Let's just go 133, right? 219 volume on that. So here 133s. I mean the spreads are kind of right, but let's copy that. And all you would do is it's held the orb level. It could revert. So we go. So double inside 15 right there. That could be interesting. We'll see how that closes the next 14 minutes. So here we go. Here's your 1 2 1 2. Right. So your possible 3 coming up on this. A little bit funky here. I don't want to mess with it just yet. What else? What else we got going on? Looks like it's coming out of a wave 4. Nice. Oh yeah, sorry. Experience. So ACB. Penny stock. Can't really miss it. It looks good though. I mean, it broke it to the 30, broke it to your 15. So really nice momentum hammer right there. So a measured move to the upside. So it did have a nice move this morning. Does it get continuation? Maybe. Your ADX looks really good. So I'll just look for another setup here. Like maybe wait for this to go inside on the 15, right? Or see if it'll give you a break later on the 60s. But I think there's potential on this one. So the key here was to grab the this hammer here on the 15 with a stop right there. Right, and then get that push right there. Right now it's a little bit tough to jump in, but yeah, very nice catch. Cool ball, wait for. Jeff C jumped in Uber when it broke the orb and didn't check ADX. Getting a little heat, but have not stopped out, showing good relative strength. So let's take a look at Uber Jeff and see how that's looking. Okay, so here's your orb here. And don't forget, you can always get out of a trade and get back in, right? If you don't like it, so. You don't have to, if you're just not comfortable with it, you can always get out. All right, so right here, it's working on basically a reversal bar, not quite an inside bar. And then what is it doing? Yeah, so here's your ADX, right? So ADX is still below 20. So we want to catch that once it gets above 20, right? So here it barely was even above it like all morning, right? So that shows you your momentum that the break's going to be legit, right? Or should be legit. I did like that it pushed, right? So this is that FOMO type bar right here. That's what I was talking about earlier, how a lot of times these things will put these big bars in and then they run out of steam, right? That's why breakouts are hard, because a lot of times you'll see it and you're like, oh man, it's going to break out, it's going to break out, right? So so just be careful here, right? I mean, right now, I mean, if it were me, I'd probably I'd probably get out and just wait for the setup to happen, just so you don't get chopped up. And then, but it could break here. I mean, we got an inside 3 right here. It could break to the upside, right? So, but with that ADX below 20, this is a really cool rule to follow, for breakouts especially. So, and I'm going to backtest those on the 60 anchors, right? Okay, so let's go. Speaking of which, let's look at Amazon. We're almost done with the 60 anchor. It's almost. Look at that. Glad we didn't go long there. Yeah, we're almost done with the 60 anchor. It's almost 10:30, right? That'll give us more stuff to look at later in the day. So, not a really exciting open, guys. I mean, unless you're, a ninja with hotkeys and all that stuff, it's tough. So, I mean, even Nvidia here is kind of going inside. Baidu's kind of sluggish. What else do we have? Roku was a good one. Nice catch on that one, Andrew. Beautiful bar. Look at that. That's what you want to see. 15 orb, break to the upside, all the way up. Perfect trade right there. Nice job. And it broke through the bull flag too on the daily. So right there was that bull flag. The upside. Very nice. And what else? Sonny, what's going on? Yeah, I know, Andrew. Awesome. Good job, buddy. Yeah, just keep those stops tight and bank your profits. Great job. BA above 356.65. Let's see, so BA. How are we doing? See, it came back in. That's why we wait. So let's see. So here we've got 15 orb. Right, it tested here, but what do we have? Right, so tested here. It was looking pretty good. but just didn't give that kind of push. I mean, it was a good attempt, right? But again, these first breaks sometimes are just like can get sluggish. So right now it's just kind of curling over. If anything, you also still look at the DI too. I mean, it is pointing down. That does show a little bit of a change in momentum, right? So just something to consider. Ideal situation, DI would be pointing up, DI minus would be pointing down, and ADX would be up. So yeah, it could. We'll keep an eye on it for sure. But right now, it's looking like it's using that as resistance. So it could be a good reversal here. This is a reversal bar it tried, right? So you're shooting star bar right there, and then it kind of came down. What else? Anything else going on? Yeah, LMP, yeah, chopping flat everywhere. So on breakout and then go into correction. Right, it's possible too, Steve. Yeah, LMP. So that's the thing. I mean, could be choppy. I mean, we might just have to just catch like a breakout later in the day off of like a double inside 60 or something like that. So that's all possibilities. So let's see. So I think those orbs are kind of interesting. So let's look at IQ and see how that's doing. And I'll go back to the SPX. IQ is kind of breaking down here, guys. So here's your 15. It's right at the bottom of the orb level. Had a big push down. The funny thing is it gets exhausted going uphill, but going downhill it can keep going. So this might actually be worth an attempt on a breakdown. Just seems to be holding that level pretty well. Those levels get defended, right? Especially here on a low of the day. You could break down. I mean, it might be worth trying, but I'm not going to touch it. Baidu. So see, as I said, we'd probably be, if we went long at this one, we'd just be watching it the whole time. So it's just kind of blah. Let's see, NVIDIA. Okay, so now this is not. So if that were, this can't be a subwave 2 on NVIDIA. So these are invalid now because 2 can't cross over the start of wave 1. So that's over. Oh, we were hoping. So NVIDIA is looking extremely boring. It did take the inside 15 here and kind of break to the downside. Let's just check out the 3 again. It is possible to have shorted there. But right now that 160 only went to, basically moved like 20 cents. So kind of boring off of that. But it could get some downside momentum. I'm not going to trade it. I'm just not seeing anything. Any big momentum going on. It seems like the market's just kind of falling asleep here. We don't want to be caught off guard. What else? Yeah, I know. It's up early too. Bruce, no problem, man. I don't have many days off. They can be online at the open. This really has been educational. If I'm up in here, y'all be killing it. Oh, whatever, Bruce. Don't talk like that, man. Trust me, man. There's millions of people looking at this market right now. Actually, NVIDIA doesn't look like bad as a potential short attempt. Let me look at the rest of the market real quick. Gosh, everything looks choppy. I haven't gotten a tick alert. Like all week I've been getting like ticks and tiki alerts. Like all day it's just really, really flat. Qs are kind of blah. NVIDIA, it's holding 160. That's pretty much it. Let's look. I mean, we can go look at SPX real quick. Get some work done, right? So let's see how that's doing. Let me draw. I'm gonna draw up studies, edit studies. I'll remove the floor pivots. I'll add mine. Okay. There. There. We'll go back to May 17th. Get these levels in. Okay. Get this updated. Okay. So here's your pivot levels: 28, 74, 76. Big bar right there on SPX. We might be getting a reversal here. Look for longs. Let's check this out. That was a big bar right there. Did we get any tweets or anything interesting? That was a big bar right there. Something's going on. Okay, just was outing these real quick. R2. I'll get R3. Okay, there. Let's see, S1. Lots of support down here. I think it's going to be adjusted from yesterday's, obviously, so that there. $36. That's 2. S3. How's Amazon looking? Why did I do that? So annoying. Okay, so market's starting to look pretty strong here. Might actually do a SPY type trade. Let me look at Amazon. Okay, got those levels in for now. So that's good. The highs. Let's get that real quick. Get that out of the way. Okay, this is low. It's close. The reason I'm not even thinking about jumping in yet is I need to just to reevaluate a couple things. So close. And open. Okay. Where's my 5-5 high? Those levels. 5-5 mid. So clean this up a little bit. Sorry, y'all. There, and then short-term low. Okay. Alright, so we're set. Less clutter. Okay, so this is interesting. So right now, let's see what we got. So from yesterday's high, kind of from this level here, right, we have this downward trend line here. So we are starting to break out of it, right? But at this point, even this bar is still, for me, not actionable, right? Because it still could come back and retest the trend line. So I don't want to jump in here, but this is the breakout bar, so that's going to be a key level, right? So we're already over today's highs. You can tell by the upper shadow here that we're running into some resistance. The bears are still pressing back, right? So at this point, even though it's breaking out highs, it didn't get the huge momentum we were looking for. So we need to see the next bar, which will close in like 3 minutes, to see if that will break above this. If it does, I might try like a 28.75 call, just to see. How that looks. So remember, this is a lotto trade, so because it's Friday. So let's see. So that would be a 28. You could always do Mondays too, but they get a little more expensive. So let's see. What did I say? Did I ever say that? Yeah. Or sorry, 28.75. All right, that's pushing. So there you go. So they're about 380 right now. So I'll look at those. Let's pull up that option chart. So that's a nice break out of the trend line, but it's still not actionable yet, right? Until we see what happens on the next bar. Right. Let's look at ADX too. See how that's looking. Oh, I'm way over here. One bar to the left. There. Okay, so you can see it kind of breaking out there, but look again, the ADX here is still under 20. So you can see, like, it's not really moving. Well, there's your ADX confirmation right there that it's not moving, right? So as of yet, not ready. I feel like it's going to pull back, but again, Let's take a look at our at the option chart. Option chart. There was 380 a second ago. 420 now. So these could be good. Again, problem is that here, this is your breakout bar. I mean, you could put your stop there, or your stop here is at 1.5. So it's a big risk. So here you'd have to be 2.85, so maybe like a 2.75 stop, you know, from a 410 entry. So we'll keep an eye on that. I just don't like the looks like it wants to fill that gap, doesn't it? Wow, it's turning into a slow big bar. Crazy. Well, that's your breakout bar. So have to see how it does. So we've got 1 minute to see where that closes. If it goes green, I might just try it. But I don't want to do it if ADX is still low. Yeah, see, ADX is just dropping. We don't want to do it unless it's over 20. So I'm going to pass on this trade here. But a pullback to the trend line and then a little bit of volume, you know, momentum could be pretty good. Let's just see how it looks on the SPY. Same. Now, differently on the SPY though is and that's so this trend line here for that top tick here, we did get a nice breakout bar here, and then we got confirmation through on this one. So that was your entry right there, is basically 286.59 and got you up to 286.81, but it's kind of stalling out here. And again, same thing. Would be nice though, sort of like a retest of these lines. But see how ADX here is starting to curl up a little bit. That's showing a little bit of momentum change. But until then, right, we don't know. So here's actually another track that we could do. Is a upward trend line here, right? Because that's your low. You go to your high, and you find the next pivot, which is there. Okay, so we could see a potential move after that. So good stuff. What else we got going on? Yep, chop everywhere, take it out. Yeah, exactly. Bruce, next bus, exactly. So Andrew, so Roku inside weak, break to the upside if we take out 86.50. So Andrew is loving some Roku here. So look at that, guys. Andrew, you're crushing it, Bo. Very nice. Very, very nice. So yeah, that's your trade of the day right there. Great job. Great look too. Was that an inside 60 as well? Low? 16 low? Not quite, but really, really close. Great trade, Andrew. Nice catch. Bull flag break on the daily. Yeah, technically on the weekly, it was inside, right? We like to wait until the bar itself goes inside, but I see what you're saying. So you're actually just breaking the highs, the prior week's high, which could give you a momentum move too. But watch out, they could get you there. So you're running into some volumetric here. But yeah, if you get over 87, this thing could really launch. This thing has been very powerful. So good stuff. Just make sure your stops are tight, and you're good, man. That's a great looking trade right there. So very, very nice. La Machine, let's see. So Apple. Wow. Big pop on that one. Wonder if that affected the market at all. Wow. So that was your orb break right there too. Let's see how that looked on the not that Apple was an orb trade because there wasn't a lot of news, but it's tied so much to the market that it is pretty much always significant. So you can see here, actually this breakout, the ADX almost got over 20, right? So this pop obviously delayed this breakout. But it's showing that it's perking up. This could get the market kind of going. So that looks good. Amazon is coming back. It's 1898 right now. Netflix. Starting to. Netflix actually looks pretty interesting. So if you use a 15 orb on this. Oh, really? Why would I do that? So that's your 15 orb level, right? Because it contained all that information. Okay, guys. starting to look interesting. There's that. All right, there we go. So we're right at that level. Not quite not quite ready to break. And plus it had that big move. Like I said, sometimes they get tired out, right? And then the bears start pressing right there. So we'll wait on the ADX on that one to pop. What else? Apple, nice move. Steve, you see a hammer and bullish engulfing on the 1 hour for SPY. Let's see. So SPY. Oh, I see. Yeah, if you're not using pre-market data, let me see. You're probably doing pre-market. I don't use the pre-market on the hourly session just so I can see the bars, but let's see what that looks like here. Yeah. So kind of a hammer there. I mean, it's kind of pushing through it. So it's giving some stuff. Definitely looking good. I mean, it could break out through that cloud too. So that had a 15 orb break as well. Still with the ADX though. You get caught in that. Just got to be careful. That was a nice move. I mean, it's kind of a nice move right here. I mean, but again, I trade trendline breaks. I like to see a confirmation bar, and then or I like to see the break bar, and then I like to trade over that break bar. So this would have been the trade. I just missed it. I was looking at SPX, which didn't do quite the same thing. It was a little bit different because of pre-market data on SPY. So yeah, let's go back to NVIDIA, see how that's looking. Then I'll probably wrap it up here, guys. So you've kind of seen just the open, how we analyze it, how we look at it, kind of what's going on. We looked at our anchors, we looked at our orbs, and just kind of a lot of chop, right? We didn't rush into anything. Roku was a good one, right? It wasn't quite on my watch list, but it's been just really strong and volatile, and so great catch on that one, Andrew. So really, really good stuff. So I'll probably cut off here in just a minute and just see if anybody has any last minute questions, and then I'll tweet out any good stuff, any trades and stuff like that happens during the day. But hopefully that just kind of gives you a feel for it, right? Just you look for the right setups at the open, right? You try to get a 60 anchor. We didn't have a lot of luck with setups this morning from yesterday. It is Friday, right? So you got that too with option expiration. So you're fighting theta, and so this is a real great way to lose premium. But that's why towards the afternoon, sometimes we can catch like a double, or a triple inside 60 break, to the upside, and can really, combine with a cloud break, right? That can be pretty good. So actually, let me before I do that, let me add my cloud back here. Okay, so look at that. There's a cloud right over the 15 orb too. There's a shadow hanging over me. So anyway, so there's that, and then yeah. So good. I think that's. Oh, sorry. Yeah, shop. I was like spot. Sorry, I was spacing out there. So spot. Okay, so spot. I like this double inside 15. Really couldn't quite break to the downside there. It's kind of drifting down a little bit. I mean, I personally, let me see. I probably wouldn't even trade this one today. It's just so much, just like within that, the past couple days. Trying to see if there's anything compelling here. Just the fact that it has been going down directionally for a while. It's getting a little bit extended though from its trend line. So if anything, it might want to sort of slowly come back up. This would be tough to trade today. I wouldn't even probably mess with it. So yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll do more of these in the future. I can't guarantee it all the time, but I'm going to make these live opening trading sessions just for newsletter subscribers, and then eventually we'll do all sorts of upgrades, and so you'll be able to see. Like I want to put like my account up there too, so you can actually see, so I can trade and you can see the account move and all that stuff. So I'm gonna work on that and everything. So hope everybody has a great rest of the trading day. We'll if I take any trades, I'll still do a review video at the end of the day. Kind of talk about what the price action was, and then if I spot anything, we'll tweet it out later. So I'll talk to you guys later. Remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game, and enjoy the rest of your trading day, and just be careful out there, and hope we find some good winners today. So. We'll take care of it and be good. Talk to you later. All right, bye.